zero, 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 zero,
XcaliberZero.com, bringing you another banger.
What's up, YouTube? This is XcaliberZero here, bringing you a mixing tutorial. This is a quick tip mixing tutorial, so it's a short little video of how to get your kick and your bass to sound clean and still thump at the same time. What I'm going to do is go ahead and show you what I have so far. You might want to turn down the track. It's a little 8-bar loop, and it's going to be kind of loud. I have a kick, clap, snare, hi-hat, cymbal, timpani, bells, and bass. First things first is you're going to want to go to Project, General Settings, and turn off Circular Panning Law. This is going to make your beat sound a lot cleaner from the start. And here, I'm going to play the beat for you really quick. So you can tell from the start that it's clipping. So what we're going to want to do is turn down some of the tracks. So you want to get your level to about -3 dB in your master channel. I noticed first that my bass is really loud. It's kind of thick. It's a thick bass, so I'm going to turn it down just for the time being until I start mixing. First thing I'm going to edit is my timpani. It's the loudest instrument so far, and I want to turn it down so I get more room for my bass. So I put a parametric EQ on it and cut about 172 with a high pass filter, or 176. Sounds good. You still have that tone, but you should still leave room for your bass. Also, another thing that's going to help leave room for your bass is panning it. So I pan my timpani to my left and turn down the volume. So you still can hear it, but it just leaves more room for the bass. Cutting out low end is important. Not all your low end, but just cutting out a good amount, because you're going to want to leave room for your kick and your bass because they clash a lot. They clash with the low end. So what I'm going to do now is mix the kick and the bass. I'm going to put a parametric EQ on this and focus on one spot. And this is generally where my sound is coming from my bass. This is where most of my tone is coming. So I'm going to boost it up a little bit. And now you can hear that, you know, it's sounding more thick and clean. Next is my kick. What I want to do is put a parametric EQ on that, because I'm going to be adjusting volumes and adjusting the EQ, and putting a Waves SSL compressor. Immediately you'll notice that the kick is starting to thump, and it automatically clips. So I turn down the input volume because this is pre-fader. The input is your pre-fader. You want your pre-fader to be clean, because if you do post-fader, it's going to automatically clip. It's going to be clipping even if you turn it down. So I adjust the lows. You can notice that around 200 to 300 is where most of my thump is coming from this kick. So I boost up 3 decibels, and let me play that for you real quick. Just the drums. You notice how much it's thumping now with that waves. And now I'm going to start boosting with my EQ. I'm trying to find the spot where my bass, or kick, is thumping the most, so it sticks out. And right about 300, and you notice it's clipping, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Another way to get rid of this clip, to make more room, which is called your headroom, is turning on a soft clipper. So I'm going to do that to make more room for my volume when I master later. And also, you notice it's clipping in the master track, so I'm going to turn a soft clipper on that too, so nothing goes over that 0 decibel. So now that I have my kicks on it right, I'm going to start working more on my bass. I'm going to want to get rid of that low end, and also I'm going to want to find the tone where it's coming out the most, where it sticks out, where I really get that good sound from my bass. And notice from 90 dB it sounded good. I'm going to cut out some of that high. So I add a high pass filter, get rid of most of that muddiness by cutting out up to about 30, 40, 45 range. That's all mud right there, so you really don't have to worry about that range. It's really affecting your bass and how clean it sounds. So now we're going to listen to the whole track together, and you're noticing how much better that sounds. It sounds way better. An important tip to give you is that your kicks and your bass, your sound selection in general is very important when mixing. It has to deal with about 60% of mixing. If you have a crappy 808, it's really gonna affect the way your beat's gonna be mixed. It's gonna be more work for you. I use a Silence custom bass, which I've shown in my previous video that you can download, and it's free. That pretty much wraps it up for this tutorial. I will make a part 2 to the Kick and Bass series to give you a little bit in more depth detail. I know most people don't watch over 5-minute videos on YouTube, so I had to cut this one a little short. And also, I will be doing more tutorials on whatever you want to learn. So just let me know if you need me to do remakes or you have any questions. Just let me know. Also, if you want to collab, go to my site www.XcaliberZero.com and send me some previews, and you can find my email on there. Just shoot me an email of the beat, and I'll check it out definitely and tell you whether we should work on it or not. But yeah, thanks for watching.